Hi everyone. In the last two videos, I have presented how to simulate amplitude modulation and demodulation using MATLAB. We also simulated frequency modulation and demodulation using MATLAB. In this video, I am going to demonstrate DSBSA modulation and demodulation scheme using MATLAB program. If you are watching for the first time, please subscribe to my channel for more updated videos. In this video, first I will explain theory part of DSPSC and then carry out simulation using MATLAB program. So DSPSC stands for double sideband suppressed carrier modulation. It is a double sideband. There are two sidebands. Double sideband suppressed carrier modulation scheme. There are two sidebands. From AM, if the carrier is suppressed, we will get DSPSC. DSPSC signal can be obtained by multiplying message signal with the carrier signal. So when message signal is applied to the product modulator, we have a product modulator or multiplier. Message signal M of t is multiplied with the carrier C of t. We will be getting the modulated signal called DSBSC, double sideband suppressed carrier modulation scheme. So S of t is nothing but message is multiplied by C of t. Let us see whether we are getting two sidebands or not. The main advantage of DSBSC is power saving. Since carrier is a mode, carrier power is saved when compared with the amplitude modulation. So here it contains two sidebands. Whereas in amplitude modulation, we have carrier, upper sideband and lower sideband. Carrier does not contain any information, therefore we are suppressing the carrier and transmitting only upper sideband and lower sideband. It is obtained by multiplying message signal with the carrier signal. So message signal M of t equal to AM cos 2 pi FMT, where AM is the amplitude of the message signal, FM is the frequency of the message signal. It is multiplied by carrier signal. Carrier signal is AC cos of 2 pi FCT. AC is the amplitude of the carrier, FC is the frequency of the carrier. So this is just equal to AM AC. This is just like cos A cos B. Cos of something multiplied by cos of something. So it is cos A cos B. Cos A cos B is nothing but 1 by 2 into cos sum cos of 2 pi into FC plus FMT plus cos of 2 pi into FC minus FMT. So cos A cos B is 1 by 2 into cos sum plus cos difference. So there are two side bands. One is the upper side band FC plus FM and the second one is the lower side band FC minus FM. So the DSBSC signal is obtained by multiplying message signal with the carrier signal. Similarly, we can go for a demodulation scheme. Here we use a synchronous detection. It is most popular detection of DSBSC. In synchronous detection, we have the modulated signal, DSBSC modulated signal. It is applied to the product modulator, where we are applying a local carrier. So we generate the carrier signal. This is called a local oscillator. So local oscillator generate the carrier. It is called synchronous detection. The other name for synchronous detection is the coherent detection. Here we generate the same carrier as that of the carrier used at the transmitting side. So here we are getting a signal Vi of t, which is nothing but DSBSC signal multiplied by the local carrier. Then pass it through the low pass filter. We get the output of V naught of t. So Vi of t is nothing but the modulated signal, DSBSC modulated signal multiplied by the local carrier. So DSBSC modulated signal is nothing but M of t multiplied by C of t, that is AM cos 2 pi FMT into AC cos 2 pi FCT. This is a DSBS signal. It is multiplied by the carrier C of t, AC cos of 2 pi FCT. So DSBSC signal is multiplied with the carrier signal. It is just equal to AM cos 2 pi FMT. It is nothing but M of t multiplied by, here we have AC cos 2 pi FCT, AC cos 2 pi FCT. So we are getting AC square cos square 2 pi FCT. Cos square 2 pi FCT is nothing but 1 plus cos 4 pi FCT divided by 2. It is just equal to AM cos 2 pi FMT is nothing but M of t multiplied by the first term is AC square by 2 into 1 plus the second term is this M of t multiplied by cos 4 pi FCT divided by 2. There are two terms. This quantity multiplied by 1 by 2 plus this quantity multiplied by cos 4 pi FCT by 2. So there are two products here. One is the message signal and the second one is cos 4 pi FCT. This term is nothing but cos 2 pi into 2FC. So this term is the 2FC term. It is the high frequency term. So when we apply this signal to a low pass filter, this term will be attenuated by the low pass filter. It is passing only the message signal M of t into AC square by 2, which contains the message signal. The message signal is recovered back. So with this background, we will implement DSBSC modulation and demodulation scheme using MATLAB. So these are the functions CLC, clear all, close all used to clear the command window. We are setting the time axis from 0 to 1 in steps of 0.001. So set the parameters of the message signal. Frequency of the message signal is 5. Amplitude of the message signal is 1. The message signal is represented as AM sine 2 pi FMT. So we can go for either sine or cosine. Implementation. Subplot 4 comma 1 comma 1. Plot T comma M. The title is the message signal. X level is time. Y level is amplitude. So you can go for message signal either sinusoidal or cos, sine or cos. Set the parameters of the carrier. Frequency of the carrier is 80. Amplitude of the carrier is 1. The carrier signal is represented by as AC sine 2 pi FCT. Then plot it in the second plot. Subplot 4 comma 1 comma 2. Plot T comma C. Title is carrier signal. X level is time. Y level is amplitude. Now we are generating the DSBSC signal. As I already told you, DSBSC signal is obtained by multiplying message signal with the carrier signal. S is the DSBSC signal, M is multiplied by carrier. Then do subplotting 4 comma 1 comma 3, plot T comma S. Title is DSBSC signal, X level time, Y level amplitude. So after generating DSBSC, the same can be demodulated by performing synchronous detection. So it is obtained by multiplying the modulated signal with the carrier signal in the product modulator. So local oscillator generate the carrier signal, synchronous carrier is generated, the received DSBSC signal is multiplied with the carrier, and it should be passed through the low pass filter in order to remove the high frequency components. So for that purpose, we are creating a Butterworth nth order Butterworth low pass filter by using the function butter. So this b comma a equal to butter n comma omega n. It is a function that designs nth order low pass digital filter and returns the filter coefficients in length n plus 1. So we have the numerator vector, denominator vector. This omega n is the cutoff frequency. It must be from 0 to 1. So if it is select 1, it corresponds to half the sampling rate. We have set it as a 0.1. So we created a Butterworth low pass filter of nth order, fifth order here. Then these filter coefficients are obtained, b comma a. Now pass it through the filter. We are making use of this function filter. It filters the design filter. So it b comma a, these are the coefficients that are obtained from the Butterworth low pass filter design. This data in S1, that is the multiplier output. This is a DSBAC signal multiplied by carrier. This is a filtered by using the filter coefficient vectors A and B to create the filtered data S2. This filtered data contains only the message signal and that is plotted here. Subplot 4 comma 1 comma 4, 4 rows 1 column, and fourth signal. So we are plotting it as T comma S2. Title demodulated signal, X level is time, Y level is amplitude. So run this program. So this program is executing. We will be getting the results. Plots are shown. These are the results of this simulation. We have taken message signal m of t equal to am sine 2 pi fmt. So it is a sine wave. It need not be sine. You can also take as cosine wave. This is a low frequency message signal, and this is a carrier signal, amplitude versus time. Carrier is a high frequency signal, and this message signal is multiplied by the carrier signal. So when you are multiplying message with the carrier, your amplitude increases. This is it is just like the amplitude modulation, but when you observe at the zero cross, this is a zero, at the zero crossings of the message signal, there is a phase reversal. 180 degrees phase shift is there. There is a phase reversal. This is also zero crossing. This is a zero crossing. Here, instead of following the waveform, there is a 180 degrees phase shift. Similarly, at this zero crossing also, there is a 180 degrees phase shift. So, message signal amplitude multiplied by the carrier amplitude at different instants of time, we will be getting the modulated signal. But what is happening here, when message signal is going negative, there is a phase reversal of the carrier. That is the reason we are getting phase reversals at the zero crossings of the message signal. And then it is applied, this DSBAC signal is applied to the synchronous demodulation. This received DSBAC signal is multiplied by the locally generated carrier and pass it through the low pass filter. So we have used Butterworth nth order Butterworth low pass filter in order to get back the filtered signal. So multiplier followed by the low pass filter, we are getting the output waveform which follows same as that of the original message signal. So the message signal is recovered back. So we have studied in detail about DSBAC modulation scheme. In this video, we also carried out simulations. I hope this video is very well useful for you.